provide them with permanent housing and help them become independent, and they also wanted to show them the great will of the queen. The protagonist then clenched his fists with tears in his eyes and said that he was left without money. Alicia sat on her throne, stretching her hand out towards the knight and told him to stop, because she already understood the meaning of the letter. Alicia sighed, waving her hand, and told the knight to tell the protagonist that just because she was the queen did not mean she could throw money around as she pleased. The woman leaned her head on her hand, crossed her legs, and stated that she would ask permission from the Minister of Finance and other advisors, as well as permission from her stubborn elders, and nothing good would come of bothering them even more. The knight reached into his inner jacket pocket. Then he pulled out another letter. Alicia stared at it. It was the image of the protagonist, who was smiling maliciously against the backdrop of a burning building, because it was designed as a fortress. And in the future, if the monster attacks again or the enemy attacks from the east, such a building will become an impenetrable defense, and they will play a key role in the peace and welfare of the Magentano kingdom. Alicia tilted her head and listened with disdain that this is how the city will be built, and this is how they can protect the eastern part from the enemy. The protagonist smiled mockingly, covering his hand and pointing his finger, declaring that he will personally present a nice gift to whoever supports this project. Alicia, with disdain, looked at the sarcastic grin of the protagonist, sitting on the throne opposite the knight. The queen leaned her head on her hand with a puzzled look and thought that first of all, building a fortified city wasn't such a bad idea. After all, according to preliminary estimates, the costs could be as high as a trading city like Cremo. She looked away intently, thinking that the loyalty of the ministers who kept their positions thanks to her projection had increased, and this would definitely strengthen her position and authority. After all, it would be obvious that they would only benefit. The knight continued to sit on the carpet in front of the queen and said the word bingo, explaining that he didn't know exactly what it meant, but the letter said bingo in 5 seconds. The queen leaned her cheek on her hand, looking indifferent. The girl sat on the throne, clutching it with her hands, and told Xavier to wait here until she brought the money.